We designated it with an I for Interstellar, but that's where the similarities end. While Oumuamua was a fast, fly-by-night visitor, 3IATLAS has been hanging around for a very, very long time. Astronomers Abraham Loeb and Sean Kirkpatrick. Yes, the same Sean Kirkpatrick who recently headed the Pentagon's UFO office, calculated its trajectory. They found that 3IATLAS has been orbiting our sun for about 8,000 years. Think about that. While ancient civilizations were building the first cities on Earth, this object from another star system was already here, silently looping through our cosmic backyard. But how did it get here? Its path was peculiar. It performed a gravitational slingshot around Jupiter, a move that settled it into its long, stable orbit. But its journey didn't stop there. Over the millennia, it swooped past Mars, Venus, and on one occasion, it flew by Earth at a distance of about 26 million miles. A grand tour of the inner solar system. For a random object hurtling through space, its path was incredibly precise. This is where the story takes a turn. In 2023, astronomers finally got a good look at it as it made a close approach to the sun. NASA pointed the Hubble Space Telescope at it, expecting to see a standard comet. And at first, that's what it looked like. A fuzzy blob with a tail. Case closed, right? Not even close. As it got nearer to the sun, 3IATLAS started to do something bizarre. Comets are essentially dirty snowballs. When they heat up, the ice turns to gas, creating jets that propel the comet, a process called outgassing. This is normal, but 3IATLAS wasn't just outgassing, it was falling apart. It fractured into two main pieces. This isn't unheard of for comets. The sun's gravity and heat can be brutal, but what happened next was truly strange. As the main fragment continued on its path, it suddenly experienced a massive, non-gravitational push. It was as if something had fired a rocket engine. The acceleration was so strong that it completely defied all known models of cometary behavior. Scientists tried to explain it. Maybe a huge chunk of ice vaporized all at once. The problem is, they couldn't find any evidence of that. There was no corresponding burst of water vapor or dust that should have accompanied such a powerful jet. It was a propulsion event without a visible propellant, a ghost in the machine. And the weirdness didn't stop there. The second, smaller fragment also did something unexpected. It survived. Usually, when a comet breaks up this close to the sun, the smaller pieces are quickly destroyed. But this fragment held itself together, continuing to orbit as if nothing had happened. It was unnaturally resilient. So you have an object with an incredibly rare trajectory that's been in our system for 8,000 years. That breaks apart and then one of its pieces fires a mysterious, powerful jet without any visible cause. It's easy to see why Loeb and Kirkpatrick published a paper titled Plausible Deniability. Their argument is fascinating. If you were an advanced alien civilization wanting to send a probe to study another star system, how would you do it? You wouldn't want to just send a shiny metal ship that screams "I'm here." That could cause panic or unwanted attention. A smarter way would be to disguise it. Make it look like a natural object like a comet. Build it with what they call plausible deniability. This probe would be designed to look and act like a comet, right up until it needs to perform a specific maneuver. Maybe it needs to deploy smaller sub-probes or adjust its orbit to get a better look at a particular planet. At that point, it would perform an action that seems unusual, but not so impossible that it couldn't be explained away as a strange cometary phenomenon. Think about it. 3IATLAS fires a powerful, unexplained jet. NASA says, that's weird, but it's probably just a novel form of outgassing. The object breaks apart. Well, comets are fragile. The smaller piece survives. Wow, that was lucky. Every single anomaly, on its own, can be dismissed as a coincidence or a gap in our understanding of comets. But when you add them all up, the 1 in 100,000 trajectory, the 8,000-year orbit, the propulsion without propellant. The pattern starts to look less like a series of coincidences and more like a deliberate design. This is where it gets even more frustrating for researchers. Just as 3IATLAS was getting interesting, there was a US government shutdown. It disrupted observation schedules for major telescopes, including Hubble. Later, when researchers requested the highest resolution images taken of the fragments, they found that those specific images were, for some reason, unavailable or missing from the archives. Was it just bureaucratic bad luck, or was someone deliberately obscuring the data? We're left with a puzzle. On one hand, we have the official explanation. 3IATLAS is just a very, very strange comet. It's a 1 in a million celestial oddity that is rewriting our textbooks on how comets behave. And that's a perfectly valid scientific position. We are constantly discovering new things about the universe, and our models are always being updated. But on the other hand, there's the more tantalizing possibility. The idea that we're not just looking at a rock, but at a piece of technology, a probe, ancient and disguised, that chose our solar system for a long-term survey mission thousands of years ago. It breaks apart not from weakness, but to deploy something. It fires a jet not because of melting ice, but because it's maneuvering. It's the ultimate form of plausible deniability. It presents itself in a way that allows the scientific community to comfortably dismiss it, avoiding the paradigm-shifting implications of a confirmed alien artifact. Only those willing to connect the dots, to look at the sheer improbability of it all, would even consider the alternative. So, which is it? Is 3IATLAS the most bizarre comet ever recorded? A fluke of nature that challenges our understanding of physics? Or is it a masterful piece of engineering from an intelligence far beyond our own, hiding in plain sight? We don't have the final answer. The data is incomplete, and the object is now heading back out into the far reaches of the solar system, not to return for thousands of years. But the questions it leaves behind are profound. It forces us to wonder if we've been too quick to dismiss anomalies. Oumuamua was weird. 3IATLAS is weirder. How many other strange visitors have we missed? How many are out there right now, masquerading as simple rocks and ice, silently watching? Maybe the grand tour of 3IATLAS wasn't a coincidence at all. Maybe it was an inspection. What do you think? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Is this a cosmic coincidence or a calculated design? Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of our universe. See you next time.